Hey guys, Blake Price here. I want to go through what you get whenever you buy a BeatDown Outdoors Breakaway Transducer Pole. So as soon as you open the box, all the hardware for your pole is packaged right into this styrofoam insert. So as you can kind of get a quick look, we got the arm with the breakaway head on it. We got your base knobs, the individual pole itself, and on the back side is the handle. All right, so I'm starting to unbox our pole here. I've got the pole base. You can fasten this down to your deck, up on your gunnel if you have a wide gunnel. This boat actually has a track system on it, so we went ahead and mounted the base for ease of the video to one of the track assemblies. So once your base is fastened down to your boat, I went ahead and stuck my thumb screws in the pole base, and it's ready to go ahead and slide on. Tighten those thumb screws down to lock it into place. So I got the two pieces of my pole. I got the handle. I have the lower pole assembly. There is a little channel in the handle that lines up with a dimple in the pole. So once you get it lined up, it slides together. You got a little spring button there. You can pop down and go ahead and tighten up your little collar that locks everything together. And then notice you've also got a collar down here that attaches to the PVC end. So this is our all-terrain end. This portion right here is a transducer clamp, so that's where you attach your live scope transducer. The important part here is there's a spring button in this piece of PVC, and it pops into one of these 4 holes here. So make sure you get it locked in wherever you would like and tighten that collar back down. So we got our pole put together. This is our pole handle. So unloosen that, and you can slide your pole into the collar just like that. Tighten your knob back up, fasten that nice and tight so your pole can't come out of that. So once you get your pole in the arm, it's all assembled. There's a couple adjustments on your pole length that you can make. For one, the PVC can be slid up or down to make it longer or shorter for your preference or style of boat. Also, there's another snap pin up here. You loosen your collar, push a snap pin in, and your handle can adjust up and down as well. One final adjustment on the pole itself is there's a collar and a handle extension up here, so you can make that a little bit longer as well. All right, a couple of features on your pole. This knob here is the tension knob, so the tighter you make it, you can actually lock it down to where it holds a position if you're on a brush pile. You loosen up, you can kind of get the tension right to be able to move the transducer around at the speed that you would like. Also, please notice that there is a pole stop here, so it's got an Allen head bolt. Loosen that up and you can adjust your pole height where you want it. So whenever you get your height right, it'll stop right where it needs to be. All right, let's go through a few features of your breakaway pole. So most notably, the breakaway pole is called the breakaway pole. In case you hit an obstruction underneath the water, it'll simply break away in both directions. If you notice, it's locking back into 90 degrees, and that's kind of what separates our pole from everything else on the market. If you get a pole that has a bunch of adjustment and you hit something and it knocks it out of adjustment, you got to sit there and fiddle with it to get your picture back to where you had it. With our pole, if you hit something, all you have to do is lock it right back into 90 degrees and everything's ready to go again. Additionally, if you're ready to go from spot to spot, you can lock it in horizontal. So there's a spring pin back here on the back that will lock into place. You go ahead and pull the spring pin, and your pole's right back locked into 90 degrees where you need it. All right, so one of the questions we get frequently from our customers is, why won't my pole break away? So what most people don't realize, our breakaway pole is a fixed pole in one position and a breakaway in another. So if you see this hole here, that indicates that that is the fixed position. So when that hole is opposite of where the spring pin is at, that means that you are in the breakaway position currently. So I can break my pole away either direction. What happens is sometimes customers will get their pole and it's in a fixed position. So in that position, your pole's not going to break away, which is actually a benefit. If you get into big water and it's really rough and your pole's breaking away with the waves, as long as there's no obstructions underneath the water, you're able to flip it over in the fixed position and hold your transducer in the same spot. This is the position of a spring pin. Notice there's no hole in the face of your breakaway transducer pole, but there's a hole in these 3 locations. That indicates that you're currently in the breakaway position. So your pole can break away. When you move to the horizontal position, you're now locked in a hole, which indicates that you're in a fixed position. At the end of the day, it's real simple to remove your transducer pole from your boat. You can remove your entire pole portion. And probably most importantly, when you're getting ready to travel down the road, make sure you take your arm and pole off of your boat. We make it really simple to be able to take it off, store it in one of your rod lockers, or store it on the top of your deck.